Hey, this is John Howell here, founder of TradingInvesting4U.com and also featured in the best-selling book, Secrets of Stock Market Trades Exposed. Now, I want to welcome you to another edition on keeping you on top of the market. So without further ado, let's get into the education. Hey traders, this is John Howell here, and in this video we are going to be focusing on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So right now we're looking at a daily chart. That simply means that every bar on this chart is a daily bar. Now what I do want to bring your attention to straight away is we're going to be looking at this on a small time frame, meaning the daily chart. We're going to look on the weekly chart, and there's something very interesting I want to bring to your attention on a monthly chart. So without further ado, let's actually get into this chart right now. And what we're looking at right now is obviously the market is continuing to slowly step up through here. Okay, so what I want to show you here is this. Let's actually zoom in. Now remember, this is a daily chart here. We're going to zoom in right now, and we're going to look at what is going on right now as we speak. Now, I've just finished doing my analysis, ready to do this recording for you. And looking at this chart, we can see that in the last couple of months, we've had the last couple of months we've been forming a really very nice channel to the high side through there. If I create a parallel trend line and bring that up through there as well too, you can see that we've continued to slowly overall step up in this overall, I'd probably say it's up there a bit more, say channel fashion. And you know what, and as long as we stay in this channel, we're going to continue higher. Okay, there's no ifs, no buts about that. As long as we stay in this channel, it's going to keep going up, bouncing, going up, bouncing, going up, bouncing. Okay, that's exactly what it's likely to keep doing. So that's the first side of this, is that we're seeing on a smaller time frame, we're seeing a very nice upward channel through here. And once again, as long as we do stay in this channel, because you see, look, all the support through here, the support through here, support through here, support through here, and even support through here. So we have this overall line here is a very valid support line in the market. So as long as we stay above this support line, this market is going to continue higher. Okay, so that's the first thing I see. Now, the second thing I do see is this. There's a pattern that I've coined the stop and reverse pattern, and what I mean by that is that generally when the market's trending higher, the market will go into what I call a stop and reverse pattern. And so what that simply means is this. If you have a look at the market, if the market runs up, makes sort of a resistance point through here, it breaks back down and then runs back up, generally speaking, if it breaks past this resistance point over here, and if it breaks past it, it's likely to continue running up, right? So what happens if the market runs up, and it runs up, finds another resistance point over here, and then breaks back down. But this time what happens, it breaks up, and it breaks above it, but it doesn't. It just simply goes sideways through here. Maybe a bit of an up bar through here, but then sideways down through here, up through here. So overall, what we have an overall sideways movement through here. And so that's what we call the stop part. So the stop and reverse pattern is that's the stop part. But what we're looking for is the reverse part as well. And so the reverse part simply means that it's just likely to, if it stops here, that's the first sign. The reverse is a bar coming down through here and closing down through there. Preferably with, if you have a volume bar through here, we want to see lots and lots of volume come in, and with the bar coming down below this support line through here. Okay, so basically what happens, it breaks above resistance, goes sideways, and then breaks back down without continuing higher. So I've actually taught this in past videos. If you haven't learned that before, go through the other videos as well too. But that's exactly what we're seeing here right now. And I'll show you. If we bring it up to, again, squeeze it right up, we can see here that if we have a look at this resistance point all through here, okay, that's the resistance point through there. And you can see that if I get my little marker here, let's just get a bit of a, let's go, stay with yellow here. You can see it ran up, hit resistance, broke back down, it ran back up, and it did go sideways, right? That's the first bit. It actually did go sideways, but then guess what happened? It broke up. And so that this here did stop, and we're waiting for the reverse to break down through here, but we didn't get the reverse, did we? No, it actually stayed up and it stayed higher. So no reverse, stop and reverse pattern there. But look here, we now have another potential stop and reverse pattern through here. We can see the resistance all through here. resistance, resistance, okay? And then it breaks up through here, and now we're just going overall sideways. So watch out for that stop and reverse pattern all through here, okay? This stop and reverse, if it breaks back down and closes below there, then we're likely to be below this trend line as well too, which has been, once again, if we looked at it at the start of the video, we coined and looked at this, the support line. If it breaks below that and breaks below this channel and closes below that with some decent volume through here, we're likely to see, you know, a bit of downward movement. But for now, we are inside the channel. Okay, we are inside this channel, and as long as we stay inside this channel, we are going to continue higher. So we need to keep an eye out for that. So moving forward, if we look at that, that's exactly what's happening right now. Now moving over to a weekly chart, I want to show you something interesting here. Okay, that's the daily chart. Now we're moving over to a weekly chart here, and something very, very interesting is happening right now. What is that? We're actually getting right at the very tops of this market right now. We're getting at this, look right here. We're getting at that level there, and we're now starting to break above it, just slightly above this. Okay, you can see, and what's happening here is we might be creating a stop and reverse on the weekly chart. What I mean by that is this. You can see this is the actual, this whole point through here is the resistance point. You can see here, this is the resistance point, and it's broken up, right? But what's happened? We're just going sideways. This weekly bar is now just going sideways. If it has a stop and reverse on the weekly bar and it closes on the weekly bar, that's a very, very bearish move, and we're likely to see a lot more downside to come with that overall movement there. Okay, so that's what I see here on the weekly chart. The weekly chart's showing that, hey, we could potentially get a stop and reverse because we've broken above this resistance, but we're just slightly going sideways. Not much going on here. Not much going on. It should, if it broke up into strong, we should have seen a major move up, but we haven't got that, have we? And on top of that, what I've said in the past videos, we're still getting that volume dropping off. Look at that volume. It's just terrible, terrible. We're getting a massive upward move, but there's not much volume pulling into this move. So yes, this market can keep going up. That's the reason why I said at the start of the video, as long as we stay in the channel, we're likely to keep going up. So, but just be careful on the downside as well too. Okay, I do believe in a lot more downside coming very shortly. And if we look at the monthly chart now, moving over to the monthly chart, look what we see now. This monthly chart, if I draw a support line from here to there, now remember, this is a monthly chart. This is quite strong. This is every single bar here is a month bar. We've had this bottom here, plus we had all this support through here. It's running up. Now it's almost ready to hit this resistance line. What was a major support line on a monthly bar is now getting into what we call resistance. And on top of that, if we can see this, you can see where we had this resistance point through here, resistance here, a bit of support through here. That whole area there is a support or resistance level. And if I project that out now, we're getting into that area as well. So on a monthly bar, looking at the monthly bar, we can see exactly what is happening right now, and we're moving forward on the down. It looks like we're going to move forward on the downside. Now again, this is a monthly bar, so it might take another couple of months to start filtering out. But we're almost getting out to the highs of 2000 and we're actually at the highs of 2008. 2007 was the absolute highest there on this screen at this particular time. So we may actually get up there. But at this time, we have a lot of resistance point coming into here. So I'd be very, very careful on that. And once again, look at this monthly bar here. You can see here, right? Look at all this. We have the market moving up, and then we have this volume bar moving down as well too. So that's exactly what I see on this chart. So I hope this has really helped you. I hope this is really showing you exactly what is happening right now. Keep an eye out for that. Keep watching. And no matter what happens, say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening. And that is, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.
Since being mentored by Johnny Howe, I have found that my trading skills have grown tremendously.
John Howe is truly one of the best traders of the 21st century.
John, thank you so much for all your time in helping me to become the professional trader that I have been striving to be.
And that saw me take home $1,500 Australian after expenses in only 6 trading days.
I now know I could trade on my own and be successful at it, simply because of the way John has taught me.
Over the last 5 to 6 months, we have a 70% success rate. This is amazing considering how volatile the markets are.
But at the end of January, I was in a position where I could finally test out a couple of live trades. Nothing big, not a lot of money, but on the 2 trades I put in 1 week, I was $1,200 clear. Amazing.
And my last few trades have been fantastic.
I just wanted to say thanks, John. You've got a very, very happy camper here.
I'm absolutely positive that I'm learning the necessary skills to trade the market in any condition, and I'm also earning some money along the way. And I've found John's knowledge of the markets and his enthusiasm to be fantastic.
He's always available and approachable to answer any questions we have to help us get ahead.
With your phenomenal wisdom and insight into the market, you have given me the confidence to step up and take real responsibility in my trading, and the results are starting to flood in. It really means the world to me and my family, and I cannot thank you enough.
So I really have benefited so much from being mentored by Johnny and applying the techniques that he uses, and his mentoring is second to none. Thanks, Johnny, you've really helped me.
John is the real deal.